Oh my goodness me. Well, a very good morning to you. Although it's absolutely not morning. It feels like it is, and I'm thinking that it is because I'm about to head to the airport. I am flying to Budapest today. My whole life I have said Budapest, and I didn't know that it is Budapest. So hopefully I am going to remember to say that this way in this video. But we're flying there. We're actually going with Visit Hungary, and I think this is like a sort of quite a big influencer trip where like lots of people are coming from all over the world. Should be very exciting. There is an itinerary to match. Like I said, very, very different to my last trip, but super exciting and just really wonderful. It's been so many years since I came here. We came with Space NK a number of years ago. And I think that was the trip that I fell in love with Ginny, first and foremost. But also we saw a very, very beauty focused side of Budapest. And I think this, we're going to be seeing a much more cultured, even though we saw a lot of culture when we were there as well, because it is a very, very culture rich destination. It's just a very, very different side to things. So I've just closed up my suitcase. I'm packed to go. I've definitely overpacked again. The weather's a bit strange there at the moment because it's been really boiling, like really boiling there, 28 degrees, really hot. And now it's not. They've sort of gone to the, you know, when pressure builds up, the heat gets really humid, and then there's just days of cold and wet weather. I think that's where we are now. I've had to pack for every eventuality basically, and I hate packing like that, but I'm always cold, so I always have to have things and options and that kind of thing. But we're heading there and I'm excited, and Ali is coming with me, and it should be very, very interesting. But I have something to show you because am I gonna cry? I better not cry. I better not cry. We are really getting different in our old age, aren't we? Like, do you remember I was like, I never cry. And now I'm like, I cry quite a lot. And now I'm like, this is something that you shouldn't be crying over. But then it is your time of the month, so you may want to just let this one slide. I have a handbag to show you. And this is a handbag that I have been working on for such a long time. And I am allowed to wear this for the foreseeable future. And unfortunately for you guys, this handbag is more exclusive than an Hermes bag. You cannot buy this right now. So I feel very, very bougie. However, you will be able to buy it. There will be no lists and quotas and anything like that. This is a bag for everyone. This is You Can Sit With Us bag, and it's a beautiful bag that I have put so much thought, so much love, so much of my time and wants from a bag into. And I have been test driving it just over the weekend. I've been hiding it from you in the back of my other video because I was like, surely I can't wear a bag that's this colour at this time of the year. Turns out you can. Goes with everything, literally everything. So I'm going to show you the first bag because there are actually 3 in this family. I'm going to be introducing you to the Town and Country bag. I am so excited by this bag because it literally is that. This for me is the bag that bridges the gap between the girls who love the country but don't live there, the girls that live in the country and want a bag that is very rooted in those values, but also for the girls that live in a city and want the beauty of a beautiful bag that is practical, beautiful, crafted stunningly. And 2 years nearly of consideration has gone into this, and I hope that it is for you what it has been for me. And so I'm going to introduce you to what I call, some people call it a clutch, I call it a pochette, because this to me is more than just a clutch bag. But I would like to introduce you to the Town and Country pochette. So this is a real piece from my heart. This bag is designed to be with you through your entire life. It has very, very special leather, and I selected this leather because I wanted this to be something that aged with you and showed its age, but in a really beautiful way, like in the way that only a beautifully made handbag will do. So this bag is going to show signs of wear. It is going to patina. This is the exact same leather that is used on the Fairfax and Favour boots. So it gets softer, it shows creases and scratches and wear. And I know that some people like their things to look new and pristine all of the time, and they work very, very hard to keep those things looking new and pristine. And whilst I value taking care of something and definitely like giving it longevity and not treating your things poorly, I want my items to tell a story of love and use and beauty and longevity. I want you to look at a bag and go, that bag has been used, but it is still a beautiful bag. And so that's what this piece is. This is the only piece in the collection that we've used this leather with. We do also do the Town & Country pochette in a black version, which is a grained leather. But for me, this is the hero of the collection. It obviously has this beautiful, beautiful top hand detailing, which obviously slides away as well so that you can wear it as a clutch under your arm. I have tested it. It looks sensational with a Barbour jacket, and the colour is, it's almost like a soft burgundy brown. It is so beautiful. And so this is my bag pretty much that I'm taking with me. I've designed all of my outfits pretty much around this bag. And so I couldn't hide it from you any longer, basically. So I'm going to be wearing this for the foreseeable future, and I cannot tell you how much I am in love with this handbag. When you see it up close, you can really see how beautifully crafted this bag is, and you will also notice that we have very much dialed back a lot of the Fairfax and Favour branding. It is still there and it is still present, but it is just subtle, and I love it. This does also have a crossbody, so if you wanted to wear this crossbody, you absolutely can. I instantly took the crossbody off because for me, this bag it's a pochette. It is one of those pieces that you use and it's a statement. It makes the outfit, but yet it's subtle elegance, and I absolutely love it. So I'm showing you the first bag. There are 3 styles, 2 colorways in each. And this is the one that I'm showing you at the moment because I absolutely cannot hide it anymore, and it's coming with me to Budapest, and I'm going to be wearing it lots. So hopefully I'm going to show you just how versatile this bag is, because I am absolutely, I can't believe it's actually here, and that this has been something that Fairfax and Favour have entrusted me with. This isn't me just coming in and picking some colourways and picking a style and picking some leather. This is something that we have sat down and we have designed intricately together to bring to life. They have trusted me so much with this, and I feel so honoured that Marcus and Felix and the entire design team were so patient with me and so accommodating and wonderful and helped me bring this piece to life. I hope that you love it. I really do hope that you love it, but more than anything, I hope that you see how much I love it, because you're going to see how much I wear it over the next few months. Because I think for me, when I started this journey, it's so strange. When I started this journey initially, I was like, what am I gonna do when we get to the point where the bag is made and I have a choice between my Hermes bags and this? And I got to the point and I was like, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I never got to that bridge, because life sent me a lesson and a gift so much earlier, and now there is no comparison to a bag that you have lovingly worked on and worked hard to bring the beauty of handbags to life at a price point that is just, in my humble opinion, respectful. I think that's the main thing. It is a price point that is respectful, and you don't have to worry about walking down the street with this handbag. I don't want you to worry. I want you to be able to wear it and love it and it not be a risk to anything that you're doing, and that is something that we have created. Obviously, I'll give you all of the details closer to the time, but I just wanted to introduce you to her because I am beyond obsessed. And to be at a point where I'm like, I'm wearing a bag that I designed, and this isn't this, I can't put it into words enough. They didn't just bring me in to select a texture and a color, and no, we have worked from the very, very beginning silhouette of this bag, to the clasps, to the branding, to the colors, to the handles, to the finish, to the gusset, to everything that this bag is. I have worked on, and so has the team at Fairfax and Favour, and we have worked together to bring this to life. I'm so proud. Can you tell? My car to the airport has just got here, so we are gonna head we are gonna head to the airport now and head to Budapest. I don't know how much I'm gonna show you, but I wanted to introduce it to you here so that we can get into this video and I can wear it and not have to worry about hiding it from you anymore. Good. Oh, that was a croaky voice. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Budapest. We arrived last night at about 3 o'clock, and we were up this morning at 7, and it was so funny. Ali turned to me and he was like, we don't even have late nights like that when we go out. And I was like, Ali, we don't even go out. But we are up and we are in good spirits. Unfortunately, the weather is not here, and I've sort of scrambled together an outfit. I mean, I did look at the weather forecast, but I packed for every eventuality. But then when you think about it, ivory in the rain, especially ivory suede shoes, please ignore my suitcase that I have ransacked. Maybe not the best, but oh well. Oh well. We were going to be doing some sightseeing today in Budapest, but I think they've delayed this until Friday now. So we are going to have like a little bit of like a welcome brunch, and then we've got lunch. It's basically a day of food, which I think is going to be just what the doctor ordered. But my outfit for the day is a lily silk vest top with a roll neck. I am wearing my Don Dupe cardigan. Who remembers this? I'm pretty sure I got this either in lockdown or before lockdown, and I love how every piece in my wardrobe is determined by BC or AC, which is before COVID and after COVID. But yes, it's a really nice cardigan that I don't think gets the love that it deserves, so I'm wearing it today with a pair of Reese trousers and some Emmy London ivory suede flats, and my handbag, which is the Town & Country pochette from my collaboration with Fairfax and Favour. This is its first official outing. I mean, I was kind of wearing it with yesterday's outfit to fly over here, but I put it in my basket bag, so it wasn't technically being seen as it should. But today is its first official outing, which I think is very exciting. So we're going to head downstairs to the lobby. I hope I'm going to be warm enough today, and head to the first event. Are you ready, my love? Are you
wearing the same outfit?
Well, we're not wearing the same outfit. We could have done, but I really like your outfit. It's very close. We love an ivory number, don't we? Oh, I forgot to tell you what hotel we're in. We're in the Dorothea Hotel as well, which isn't the hotel that I stayed at previously. I can't actually remember the name of the hotel. It's so many years ago now. Do you remember how many years ago it was that we were here?
5 or 6.
Well, it was 5 years ago that it was COVID.
7 or 8.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we can't remember. Too old. But we're going to head downstairs now.
The weather is not as nice as it usually is, but you will have to shine as the sun is not shining. And we have made some plans and activities to make sure that tomorrow it's not gonna rain. How amazing it is to have you here, collaborating with content creators, collaborating with artists who have their own followers, who tell authentic stories about our destination, has become the pillar of our strategy. So we are truly honored to have you.
So our first stop of the day is Parisi Passage, and this is so beautiful. This is exactly what I remember from being here previously, is that the architecture and the just beauty of the city is absolutely stunning. We're in almost like a gallery of multiple different cafes, shops, and we've just had our little sort of welcome talk, getting to know everyone. But it is so beautiful. It feels like we've just stepped back in time.
What's your verdict?
Sorry, that was probably a very, very out of context clip there. But we are at lunch in a place called Essentia, and we are having a few little canapes, which are very good. I'm loving these little nasturtium flowers there, but they are very, very delicious. Appreciate I am being the world's worst vlogger today, but I have an excuse because I am barely awake and we're not all in the same boat. Some people arrived at a really good time yesterday, and there's like a few little stragglers that had a really early morning, late night, and so we're trying to keep up with the others basically. But we've just arrived at Fisherman's Bastion. This is somewhere where Ali and I came many, many moons ago, and we just had lunch with like half of all of the creators here. It's really hard though. I think I'm the only person that's like a vlogger, so I'm like trying not to get my camera out in front of people. So it turns out that Visit Hungary have hired the entire space, and we are heading up. This is a very, very unique opportunity and we're very excited, but we're also able to show you exactly what it's like and show you how beautiful it is. So this is where we are having drinks this afternoon before we head for dinner, and they have rented out the entire thing. I feel like I'm going to all of these places recently where I've been before, and I remember Ali and I getting up at the crack of dawn. How interesting it was the way that we used to do content, because we would go to the ends of the earth to get the shot. And I remember we didn't have the morning that we wanted, and I don't know if you remember, there was an app that you could literally like add clouds into the sky. I'm pretty sure we did that on those pictures, but now I am the type of person who just embraces the weather that is before me. I just always think it's such a treat to see something in a different season, a different weather, and a different time, and also a different season of my life, because when we were here it was like 8 years ago, and so to be stood in the same spot feeling again like I did in Provence, a completely different person, makes me very proud. And I keep seeing these quotes online at the moment where it's like, be proud of the women that you were before you became the woman that you are today, because everything that they are helped you to become this person. And so I think back to that Lydia and I'm like, oh, I love this Lydia, I love this Lydia, but I love that Lydia too. I'm glad I'm not that Lydia anymore, but I love this Lydia too. And it's just so beautiful. So if you didn't know, Budapest is actually called Budapest because each side of the river is Buda and Pest. So this side at the moment we are currently on Buda, and then you cross the bridge and that is Pest. So we're staying in Pest and this is Buda. And I think that that's something that so many people don't know about. I didn't know when I first came here, and so it's such an interesting thing, and I love these quirky little things about cities when you come to visit them that you don't even realise. But this is Fisherman's Bastion, and it is so beautiful, and we have been lucky enough to come up here. It is a lot of content creators in one place, and I always think that this is the most fascinating thing. I love seeing how other people create their content. I love seeing how people just like go about getting their things. You'll have the candid queens, you'll have the posed girlies, and it's just so lovely to see. Anyway, we are heading back to the room. I think I'm gonna manage to like sneak in a couple of hours sleep, I hope so anyway, before we go for dinner. And then, but you wait, tomorrow I will be a new woman. I will be a new woman.
Okay, well, Lydia is just about to do a little bit of content with the production team, and we're trying to see if we can get inside this beautiful church. However, it is currently closed, so everybody's waiting to get in. It's a little bit grey today, but that architecture is quite something.
Okay, we are back at our hotel room now. I'm just in the little wardrobe area and I am dressed for dinner this evening. How old is this outfit? Oh my gosh, this is like, I think this outfit is like 7 or 8 years old now. I wore this, well, I remember wearing it to do a panel for Carolina Herrera, like way back pre-COVID, and I still have it. This is Max Mara, and it's still as timeless today as it was then, because I went for like shirting detailing and suit trousers, and this is just a no-brainer for me. You can just never, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, when you stick to like the classic pieces like shirting, even if it's got a modern twist to it. This is just, it just always looks nice. So I rummaged around in my wardrobe for this. I'll show you my shoes and my bag. I'm wearing it with my Fairfax and Favour bag because I think it still looks really lovely with the grey. The only thing is, even though we knew what the weather was, it's just a lot chillier than I was prepared for. So I'm gonna pop on one of my long cardigans. It's not gonna give the vibe that I wanted, but I'll take it off as soon as I get there. And to be quite honest, nobody cares. No one cares about my outfit other than me. So yes, this is an old Max Mara little set. I've got Christian Louboutin. These are like the chocolatey burgundy ones that go really nicely with my bag. And that's my outfit. So what I'm learning on this trip is, because I'm working on the trip, but my YouTube video is not part of the campaign, but because your girl vlogs her whole life, she's vlogging it anyway, and I'm like the only vlogger. It's so weird. It's like even Joe Sugg and Casper Lee are here, but like they're not really vloggers anymore. And so I get my camera out and I'm like, oh my gosh, Lydia, you're so old school. But like, I just love this so much. But it's just, everyone is so cool, and I just feel like this, I don't know, it's not a vloggy trip, so I'm trying to be like quite discreet. In fact, there was one point at lunch where I got my camera out and someone looked at it like, what is she doing? Like, what year is it? 2017? Anyway, we're heading for dinner now, so I'm gonna pop on my cardigan and head to eat. That said, I am gonna show you the full look with the shoes and the husband.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
I'm feeling like a
Snack.
saucy bread.
I feel like a new woman, I look like a new woman, and I also look like all the gear and no idea. But I am ready for a Pilates session this morning. We're going to the Aria Hotel, I believe. We were going to be doing this rooftop, but I think because they haven't had the weather that they hoped for, they've just changed the location, I think, to somewhere a little bit more indoors. I am wearing one of my favourite Pilates outfits. This is from H&M. This is a little ballet cardigan, and then I'm wearing a set from Varley. My chocolate leg warmers are from Amazon, I think, and so are my trainers, but that is my outfit. The only thing that I'm worried about now is the fact that I actually haven't done Pilates in a good few months, and we're going to be being filmed. And I'm like, oh, I haven't really done this in a long time. So actually I'd say mat Pilates I haven't done in even longer, because I stopped doing mat Pilates when Soho Farmhouse had the floods. This is my outfit. I'm ready to go, and I'm going to take you with me. This is where we're going to be doing Pilates. Beautiful view.
Dare I say, it looks like a lot of fish out of water, doesn't it? These are the views.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you think maybe this was where it was going to be done?
I think this is where they're doing like a mini one.
A mini one.
A mini one.
Feel relaxed after that?
I feel like the best of both. Like
Very
I've
good.
been stretched, but also like I've actually done a workout.
Yeah, nice.
And I haven't done a workout in a very long time.
It's the VIP class.
Okay, let's go.
We are back in the room after Pilates, and that was intense. That was such an intense Pilates workout. It's so much more dynamic than my usual Pilates. My usual Pilates is quite slow and soft. This was a proper workout. I am going to feel this later on. I know it because I haven't worked out properly in so many weeks. We are just at the room, catching up on some work, doing some bits and pieces before we head for lunch. And I'm wearing an oldie but a goldie outfit. I wore this in Provence actually, but I think I wore it with a different shirt. This is my Vinted find that I got for like £8, and it's Ralph Lauren. But I'll show you my outfit in a minute anyway. But I also have another little eBay find just to replace my ivory mini Kelly. This is a little bag from Mulberry, super cute, and got it pre-loved. So we're gonna get ourselves ready and head to lunch. You can ignore the ironing board behind me. This is my outfit, and what I love about this is that this skirt actually feels quite Ralph Lauren. There'll always be a little something of florals in Ralph Lauren, but this is actually Olana. You would have seen I wore it in Provence as well, and I wore it with a different shirt, but this is with an actual Ralph Lauren shirt, and I think it kind of dresses it down a little bit. And I've also got a Ralph Lauren cardigan. I went for some Stories shoes, and I bought these last year, and I really like them. People are a bit funny about them. They think that they're a little bit too wide, but I think they look nice. And then I've got my little bag from eBay as well, which is my mulberry bag. And we are heading for lunch here at the hotel, but then I think we want to try and go and explore a little bit and just take a walk down by the water and just have a little peruse around Budapest. I always find it very, very difficult to film at lunch, but I'm in my natural habitat. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous ceramics. This is the restaurant at the hotel, and there is amazing salads and also flatbreads. But if you go up, my little evergreen heart can't cope with how beautiful this is. All right. We are just coming to look around, I believe it's the Music Museum here in Budapest, and the sun has finally come out. I actually can't believe it. It's like my dress manifested it. We've just had a really, really lovely lunch, and I got a little bit starstruck because Kelly Rutherford was on the table next to us, and I'm just, you know what I'm like. I can go up to like someone like Joe Lycett and get a picture with him, but Kelly Rutherford, I was like, oh, I'll just stand here awkwardly. So anyway, we're gonna go inside and have a look around. This way.
Just all caught up in Kelly.
Yeah, I know. I don't know which way I'm going.
Well, this is the entrance. It's very cool.
How to get a winner? I really want to.
How to get a winner?
Ali won't let me because he knows that that's just a cheat code for another dog. I think I would. Yeah. Like just imagine.
So Lydia's just currently grabbing a little bit of footage with the production company. Some kind of... Hello little saucy. They're working it. I think they're trying to capture light through the columns. It's a little bit overcast, so... Don't come back!
Boy, that's it.
How was that experience for you?
That was very, very, I felt very urban. I felt very, very metropolitan, as we keep hearing.
Yes.
Whereas we go ahead and we go, yeah, it's like the really cool area.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, showing our age.
And we fast forward straight to the evening. We're having dinner on a boat this evening. We ended up filming mostly with the team at Visit Hungary whilst we were at the House of Music, which was lovely because the team is actually really, really nice, and we were kind of happy to do little bits and pieces. So unfortunately, didn't really get to show you much there, but we are now dressed for dinner and it should be a wonderful evening. My outfit is, of course, my brown Emilia Wickstead dress because they said go for colour. Brown is a colour, so I've gone for brown. And I've got a little Peel cardigan, my little Fairfax and Favour bag, and shoes to match. I also can see that my battery is flashing, so I'm just going to grab a battery. The architecture is incredible. Wow. From me and the iron. I don't think I showed you much last night. In fact, I actually started vlogging as we were leaving, but basically what we're doing is like a vlog on TikTok, and so that has to take priority because that's part of the partnership. And so if I've got my camera out vlogging in every shot, it makes Ali's life really, really difficult. So I actually haven't been showing a lot of what we're doing in this video, but you are seeing my outfits and the iron, so all is not lost. But I'm wearing a new outfit today. In fact, I think that's the label on the ironing board. I did iron it, but I have just sat down and it's got a little bit creased. I'll show you it without the cardigan. It looks like it's blue skies today outside, so I've got a cardigan just in case. We are heading to the baths here in Budapest, and I think they're at the W Hotel, which I think there's two. I think there's like the sort of really traditional, and then I think this is something that's maybe a little bit newer. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I probably won't tell you about it because I'll probably be vlogging for another video. But this is my outfit to go because I've got my swimsuit in my bag. This is from Theory. It's like a linen boat neck cropped top, which I really like. It feels quite like different for me, but I love a two-piece like this. And then these trousers are the same as the blue ones. Nice little elastication there, and they're cropped, which I always find looks quite nice in terms of suit trousers. And then I've got my little Stories shoes on, which go really nicely with this outfit, my French Market bag, and then I've got a little Ralph Lauren cardigan to go over the top, and that is my look basically. So we're gonna head downstairs, ready to go.
Lovely.
We had the beautiful sunshine. It honestly has been such bizarre weather. It's been 30 degrees the entire time we weren't here, and then when we all got here it was cold for the first 2 days, and then now the sun has come back and it's supposed to be 30 degrees for them again. So it was like a little blip in the weather. It's usually very lovely here, but we're on our way to the W Hotel, to the spa there.
To get rubbed. Lydia's just about to go for her rub. Not quite sure what kind of rub yet, but it'll be a rub of some sort. There's a lot of glass here. I feel like I'm going to constantly walk into myself. It's nice, it's cool, reflective.
Very cool. It smells amazing.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, Lydia's just finished her treatment, feeling very zen. A little 20-minute back, shoulders, head, neck. No head actually. It was neck, chest, a little bit of chest in there. We're just going to quickly grab a coffee. We found this wonderful courtyard which is actually covered, so should the rain, which it doesn't look like it's going to today, come back, we are safe. But you've got all the natural light coming through, so I'm going to chill here, and I'm going to go in here and see if I can get myself a coffee.
If I didn't have sleepy eyes before, I definitely do now after that massage. That was so lovely. I got to say where I really wanted to have like all of the pressure, and she had such a good amount of pressure. It was really lovely. We're at the W Hotel at the moment. We're just about to have a coffee. It's so pretty in here, and I love the girls that work here. I love their outfits. They've got like shirts and then really beautiful high-waisted like puffball skirts, and they look really pretty. One of them's even got a bow in their hair, and I'm like, oh, that is a lovely uniform. I'll see if I can film one of them looking really cute. We have come to this beautiful restaurant after the spa called Derigny. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's so pretty. We're going to go and find the table and the rest of them. You know, this is a very Lydia Millen-esque tablescape. I am thoroughly enjoying this. The little sprig of rosemary, the beautiful linen napkins, and then on a sort of base colour of this taupe linen. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And I love that there's like oranges everywhere. I mean, I would show you, but there's a lot of people here, and so you just have to trust me that I'll show you what I can.
The thermal bath capital of the world, because it has all in all 13 spas officially recognized hot healing water, and numerous other baths which are not thermal baths but also great baths. Now we are just strolling along or going along this Danube embankment on the Buda side of the capital. We are just next to Gerard Hill, which has famous fortress. On my right hand side now, on this side you can see also the inscription Gellért on the top of the facade. That is the Gellért Spa of Budapest. built in a beautiful Hungarian Art Nouveau style, which ruled in the 20th century and at the late 18th in Budapest. And it is now converted to a luxury hotel, and it is one of the most popular and greatest spas of Budapest. The green bridge on that side, on our left hand side, that is the Liberty Bridge of Budapest, which was however first named not Liberty Bridge but Bridge King Franz Joseph, after the Austrian Emperor, King Franz Joseph, ruling here in the second half of the 19th century. It got its second name, today's name, Liberty Bridge, because Hungarians didn't like Habsburgs generally. Hungarian nation is a freedom lover nation. One of the oldest churches. It also functions as a Catholic church to this day, as a Christian church. There are masses held here, so it is quite usual that in churches Hungarian choirs accompany the great organs of the churches, so you can have a great concert and enjoy the great acoustics of the Budapest churches.
We have been very lucky to come to see the Parliament Square in Budapest. We have a very, very, very passionate tour guide called Christopher, and he has been telling us lots of information about Budapest. We are on a flying visit here at the moment because I think we're running a little bit behind schedule. So we're coming out to have a look around, have a peruse, and then we need to head back to the hotel. It's so lovely having someone that's so passionate about where they live. And I said to Ali, I was like, if I was to give tours of the English countryside, I would be like Christopher. I would be so proud and so passionate. Tell me how much gold is in there again?
40 kilograms
of gold?
Kilograms of real 24 karat gold.
In the Parliament?
In the whole building structure, for used for decoration.
Oh wow.
There are more than 100 little coats of arms decorating the whole facade all around, of which each represent a different former territory of the great Hungarian kingdom.
Wow.
I think that music is the miracle of our life, of humans' life, and I also think that every nation's soul has its deepest roots in its folk songs and folk tales. So now I would like to just let you a little bit taste the Hungarian soul through this folk song. Kalocsai, kalocsai, szőlőnek aljába, rászállott a gerlice madárka.
If there's one thing I've realised about my outfits on this trip, is that basically the skirt gets poofier the dressier the event, and the silhouette stays the same. This is me finally wearing my new arrival's black dress. This is the sort of square neckline. I have the halter neck one with the bow on the back that I wore to the ballet, and I actually haven't worn this one yet. I actually had to send it back as well because the size was way too small for me. So I would just bear that in mind, because even now I've got a little bit of something hanging over the top, but you want it to fit really nicely because it's like almost like a corset. It kind of like flattens everything. Do you see? But yeah, Ali and I have just gone for an all black look tonight. In all honesty, what do you wear to the boxing? I've never been to a boxing match before in my life, so I looked at what Molly May wore to her last Tommy Fury fight, and she wore a black dress. So I'm wearing a black dress, and Ali's wearing... Yeah, she looked great. She had a wonderful black dress on, and I thought, if anyone's gonna know what a girl that likes to dress up wears to a boxing match, it's Molly May. So I googled her, and that's what I'm doing, wearing a black dress with black shoes and my little burgundy clutch. I was going to do burgundy shoes, but I don't yet have a black bag, so I just sort of mixed and matched a little bit. But yeah, we are ready to go. So ready for my first ever boxing match. Are you ready? That's the thing. Am I going to vlog anything? That is also another thing.
Yes, Kate Middleton is doing well.
Kate Middleton
has arrived. We love your content.
Wow, we're right here. I didn't expect it to be so small. Ali is just having his outfit done by Tunde, and he's putting on his glasses and he can't see anything through them because they're not Ali's, they're Tunde's. He's got the techers. where did you get popcorn?
It's up there.
Oh my gosh, the girls have got the goods.
It's so good.
Oh,
Salted popcorn.
perfect. Oh yeah, I'll have some of that, thank you. How do you feel to be friends with Tyson Fury?
Oh yeah, lovely. He's challenged me. Challenged me for a drinking competition.
Did he?
Hi everyone, you're still watching Fury's The Comeback.
And from now on, it's all about the Fury brothers. First, very soon Roman Fury will enter the ring, and after him comes the time of Tommy Fury's comeback.
The moment we've been all waiting for is finally here. For the first time since his surgery, the undefeated Tommy Fury is stepping back into the ring.
United Kingdom, Tommy TNT Fury! Winner by points, unanimous decision, the boxer, red corner, Tommy TNT Fury!
I've come to the after party, and I want you to know.
You've only gone and done it, haven't
I've
you?
only gone and done it, and I'm coming to the after party, and I want you to know that right now I think it's a really great idea, and I know that when we go to the airport, I'm going to regret it. I feel like this might be a little bit off-brand, but I think that potentially Ali and I might be pulling an all-nighter in Hungary, because we went to the fight and we decided to stay for the after party, which was an absolutely terrible idea, because the fight finished at, well, it's supposed to finish at 11, but it finished at 10:30, which is great when you've got a really early morning flight. And we thought, you know, when your early morning flight is at, well, you're leaving at 4 and the fight finishes at 10:30, you just go home to bed. But we decided to go to the after party. And I don't know what time it is. It's 1:45. Yeah, it's 1:45, and it's very late, and I feel terrible on the best of flights when I've had like a full night's sleep and I'm fully hydrated, and I've only had 4 glasses of Prosecco. That's Ali coming with the drinks, hold on. Ali is even more than I am, and we have about 2 hours until we get picked up. I really hope they replace the Kit Kat. They did not replace the Kit Kat. We're getting picked up in like 2 hours, my love. Team, no sleep, bus, plane, club, another club, plane, bus.